from Duck Bay, Manitoba. They looked at from Duck Bay, Manitoba, and these are my sisters, Pauline and Elizabeth. For today, we're gonna talk about medicines. So I'll start off with introducing, not the medicines, but I'm gonna talk about my history first, a little bit about history. I come from a family of 13 children, 7 girls and 6 boys. So I have six sisters, and I have 6 brothers. My mom, a long time ago, she's discovered she had a gift of healing, and for medicines, she helped people with the herbal medicines, and that's what we got here right now. But we will talk about them in a bit. First, I'll just talk a little bit about my mom and my dad. They were very amazing, wonderful, amazing, strong people that brought us up with the many things that they taught us. The most important thing they taught us was respect, and to respect animals, people, to respect everyone, even, and property too, because they taught us not to go and break anybody's stuff anywhere, just to respect everybody. And then we learned from them for many basic, all the things that we learned came from them. As my dad was a trapper too, fisherman. We made our own living by cutting. We used to go to pulp cutting, blueberry picking, and all. My dad did all seasonal work, like fishing when it was fishing time, and then trapping and hunting moose. He did all that, and my mom was always looking after us too. Like she was always at home, teaching us the many basic things that especially the medicines. But we didn't learn like all our medicines, because she used to go and get her medicines, but she would tell us the basic ones. One's for a cold. Then we're gonna start. Let's start over here. I can start. Then okay, this one is called Libom. It's for fever, but I guess you could use it for a cold too. Like because you put 4 medicines in a cold. If you want to put that many, it's up to you. Like, and it smells really like, if you want to smell it, really smells like mint. It's really, it's a natural mint. Yeah, it smells good. And this you can pick, like you could smell it, I guess, when you're picking it. Like you could smell it, so you know, but you gotta make sure that's the right, because there's so many medicines out there. You gotta know what you're picking, you know.
Is it in the ground, or is it a tree, or?
It's like a weed.
A weed?
Yeah, and it's not
Like by water.
but
It's by water?
close to the water, I guess, but it's not really by water, eh?
Yeah.
Lake
Well,
shore.
kinda.
Lake shore,
Yeah.
okay. And this one is weekend. And this is used for many things, but mostly we use it for a cold, coughing, with the cold medicine.
And that's what you put, like you make a tea?
Yeah, but she's gonna add these on here, but
Okay.
You can chew it too, eh? Just chew it.
yeah, you could put some in, just chew it and swallow the saliva. And this one is sage. This is the medicine for the mind. And like, they use it lots now, but like us when we were, she used that lots of time. No way, we didn't.
I really know nothing about sage.
Yeah.
No.
But this is good for when
Smudging.
smudging.
Smudging,
Yeah.
mostly people do it use that today for smudging like all over, right?
Yeah,
You could smudge that when you have your periods, cause you can't smudge with, sweetgrass. But that you could use when you have your periods, cause you, I don't know, why?
It's a woman's.
Yeah,
but no, there's two kinds.
Yeah, I know, but,
The one with the seeds are for the woman.
woman?
When
There's
they
a woman
have
one?
their, yeah. And the
I
other
don't
one you
know,
could
but
do
somebody
some-
told me you could smudge it, doesn't matter, like, right?
I don't know.
I don't know, but.
It's not my
Okay,
thing.
you could.
Okay, mine is balsam. You use this for a cold. You have to mix it up with other stuff for it to work, I guess, or I don't know what you could use it by itself. This is a tree, you use the bark. And this is, cedar. You could smudge your house with cedar, like to take away sicknesses, or when it's gonna storm, right?
Or for protection.
Or, yeah. And then you put this, for a cold, you could use sage, weeka,
These four.
liboom, liboom and balsam and cedar, you put them all together for like a cold.
And you boil them together.
Just like a little bit of each.
Cedar tree by itself, you can make a tea out of it, right?
Cedar, yeah, like this is like for a antibiotic, like kind of,
Yeah.
but it's better when you mix them all together, right?
Infection.
For infection, yeah. Use it.
Kintam.
Mintam na.
Ginigan schnappen.
And stop every
Quick,
Ayun kata well the boom. Ayaw mashkin kwa. It's a woman's medicine. And it's for to clean the womb, the uterus. And if you have problems with the period, like for if you have cramps or if you're bleeding too much, or you're not.
Urinary,
Mm-hmm.
when you have, got bladder infection or something,
Mhm.
You
urinary.
could even use for bladder infection.
And where do you find that?
You just find this, you just take the it's just little branches, a little tree, I think, how do you
Little
say?
trees, yeah,
What
like
you
a
got
little
around-
bush.
A little bush, yeah.
Not those big trees, but it's a bush
Yeah,
kind of
bush,
thing.
yeah.
And you gotta recognize it though, because there's lots of little,
It's hard to,
it's,
well, it's, if you know it, you'll know how it looks.
my mom showed
And
us.
me, I pick this only in the fall. I never pick it during it's growing.
Pick any time.
No, because you know why? Because it'll turn green. My mom would say it would turn green, yes, with the leaves on.
Oh, yeah, well, of
See?
course, you're gonna take
Well,
the
some
leaves
people
off.
wouldn't know that they have to take the leaves off when
Yeah.
you're picking it. I pick mine when it's over, when there's no more leaves,
Yes, the
and it's
best.
just deep red, like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
You can't just take it when it's ready to, or whatever, I don't know.
But you could
But
put
if
it
it's
in the winter
emergency,
time.
you could take, oh yeah, you could take it when
Emergency, yeah.
somebody needs it if you don't have any.
But it's better when not fall because it's
Yeah,
harvest
because
time,
it's
full
finished
grown.
harvest, it's full
Full
grown,
grown,
that's
yeah.
when you pick medicine, I guess.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
But
that's-
that one, I don't pick it.
But if you
during-
need it for emergency.
Yeah, you
can
could.
pick it Anytime.
And you gotta pick all the leaves out of there though, so it don't turn that color. Cause I tried that once and it looked green, oh, it looked kinda scary.
How old
So
were you
somebody
when
didn't
you?
wanna drink it, they were scared, that was called weed. In case I had to go put it back.
Oh,
How old were you when you started picking these medicines? Like, how did
I
you
was
learn how?
about
Like, tell me that story.
10 years old, about 9-10 years old. I always used to with my mom to get the medicine.
And where would you pick it? Like right in Duck Bay?
By the lake shore,
Okay.
but now we don't have a lake shore anymore.
Right.
So we have to go out.
Where do you go now?
I go
by
by kind.
Napoleon mixes, where Napoleon mixes used to stay.
You know
That's where I
what?
took you and I took you
Yeah,
there.
you know what's nice now, my guacha juice over there at the edge of that place where, who's guacha juice?
Cachecho,
Well, I
Yeah.
love it.
my aunt.
But it's right in Duck Bay though. Yes, it's, yeah.
No, it's not in Duck Bay anymore. It used to be. But
But you
ever
have to
since
go
they
further,
made,
eh?
there's too much water, there's no lake shore.
Yeah.
That's where we used to get it from.
Mhm.
What else? You wanna talk about like how you would make that? You were talking about the tea and everything like that.
Okay, for these ones.
Like how do you know when it's ready? You know what I mean?
Okay, you put about 2.5 quarts of water in a pot. Then you put these, you don't put all these, you just put a little bit of each. Like you, so, and then you boil it, like she said, in 7 minutes or whatever, and then you just let it sit there. And then you strain it, then that's your tea. And then you could boil that again, when you're finished, you're like, supposing you had a quart, you'll drink your quart, and then you, the same medicine that you boiled already, you put it somewhere in a clean place, and you use that to boil it a second time.
You have to drink it 2 days in a row, like 2 days in a row.
How do you dispose of it? Do you give it back to?
Yes.
The earth?
Yes, you put it in a clean place, and then what I usually do is I put my medicines in a bag, and then I go and put tobacco, and I go take it there.
Okay.
After we finish using it, you just can't leave it anywhere. It's very sacred.
Do you guys share your knowledge with your daughters now, so they'll know?
Yes, some of it, yeah.
If
But
they're
it was,
interested, I guess.
I
yeah,
did,
yeah,
I do,
because-
I shared
Yeah.
with my girls.
yeah, we give them that medicine, lots of them.
My
use their
grandchildren.
medicine at the
And
placenta.
sometimes when you give somebody a medicine, it's better to tell them what you're giving them, cause maybe they'll kinda know what they're drinking. Right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, you wanna pass it on, so like, what if you're, like, I tell when I give them medicine, I tell them what I put in there, so they'll maybe know or whatever.
Yeah, they'll know what.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
How about like the salves or creams or stuff like that? Do you guys know, do you ladies know anything? Like how to make,
Well,
you
I
know, when it
made
heals
one
the
for,
wounds or the
For eczema,
cuts?
I did one for eczema.
Yeah, what
My
did you use?
grandson. I just used the raspberry root, the whole thing, I just used it.
What do you
Boiled
do?
it, I just boiled it and I put it in that container, well, not a container, you have to sit there because they had it on the back.
Or you kinda washed them like,
Washed them with it, yeah. Oh, that scared me, it got worse. But I guess it was coming out, like
Yeah.
leaking more.
cause sometimes it has to get worse before it gets better,
Because all
right?
that stuff
Yeah.
comes out.
It didn't
Yeah.
come back yet, never came
Oh
back.
my gosh, that is so good, I never know that before.
Mhm.
Write that down.
What does it look like, that one?
Raspberry
You know,
bush.
raspberries.
Okay.
So from the bushes, those raspberry bushes, but
Yeah.
the roots
Yeah, everything was of it?
or everything?
Yeah, I just took everything, like I
Well, what
used a
did you-
shovel. I used a shovel,
You used the whole
The whole
thing?
stem.
Or you just used the root and cut it off?
No,
or
I
whatever?
kind of, yeah, I took off that top part and I just kind of used the root.
Okay,
And another thing, what about that green leaf? You have scabs. Remember we used to use
Plantain.
that green leaf?
Makaki, Makaki.
Yeah,
Makaki.
It's called plantain.
yeah. Umagaki,
Anibish.
Anibish, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, miyaga na siya.
Umagaki
It's like a
would be
Band-Aid.
like a frog leaf.
If you had a big cut or something, you use that.
Yeah. Like a scab or something, you put it
Yeah.
on there, then when you take it off, you
It
could
just has
see it,
that-
you could see it on that thing, all that infection,
comes
all
out,
that
eh?
pus on that leaf. So it actually comes out, that infection comes out.
Wow.
I wanted to tell a story. Okay. Me and Elizabeth and Rose Chief, your grandma. And that's the story I wanted to tell, but we didn't bring the med pen. We should have brought it, but I'll just describe how it looks, eh? Okay, me and Elizabeth and Rose, we wanted to go get, who else came with us? Lindsay and Steve, I think, eh? They came with us. We went by Cowan, the Renmore. There's a church there, when you're driving to Swan River on the left side, so we went straight. towards the mountains there, right at the edge of the mountains, right there, there's a road that leads there. So Rose, he brought a big lunch, so first we ate. He had the pies and all kinds of stuff. So we ate. So we were picking now. And then me and Elizabeth shared, we had a paper bag. We kept on we put our medicine together. And then I don't know, Elizabeth said, I'm gonna go over here first. She said, I guess I don't know what you do. So she took the bag. And then all of us, she came back. I said, we better check how much medicine we have in the bag. That should be enough, I said. And she gave me the bag. It was all empty. Oh. She dropped it somewhere. And yet, you know, that takes a while to pick, but and then I said, let's pray, we'll pray together. I said, bring your hand, we'll pray to find it, I said. And then we prayed silently, and then I said, where did you go? And we went, and then we found it was in a big pile.
Easy diminution.
Easy diminution, I mean, yeah.
It's a good story.
And we want to
Ready?
talk in Soto,
Okay.
sugar.
Not
Okay.
talking no sudo me, okay, more here. More of the picture.
Main siya, kakapmata siyang wenye ni mama ki mo siya ginan ay kinagay ko chiwichi ko ang chipmata siyang ako siyang mi ko sungi ius tabako nan medicine man mashkiket mi ko gi nandawi ko nan dapat again gi binik biyo ay kagyak ko siya ngayon way cold medicine giminik. And she could we teach it.
Kagi ko kain na yan.
Kagi ko kain. Biya dapat ang giminik ko lang mo matas ko makasayang.
Kanas kaya gak ko sa kami kung sisain.
No hospitals,
Yeah.
no doctors.
Ako sin mi gusto ko kaya gubi mi kano at chinadawi guwan.
They found something to help you with. And then, but you ought to know, biya mo chicken daman. Chibini ko siyan manito chibini kay chicken daman ako nan siya tapin naman. Yung kanin mi ko ano chugay ko siya tapin naman. Abot siya mi ko sagot mi ko siya tapin naman ni ko kanin tobacco kaya chasat.
Asama.
Asama chasat. We would put tobacco, like to offer it, thanking the Creator. Ano na kumata, siya man ito makatuto naman. Kaamini ko ang chikichina ang takot to. They're very, very sacred. That's why, ayun kaya kita tunan ko, yak skabat siya tuwan. Siya ko ay kita tunan, and ay kaya gawin ko, ay gachetos, ay takukatan kaya ma-shoota minogya ta pinuchi.
The kids don't play with it and stuff.
Yeah.
Put it
So the
away
kids
somewhere.
don't play with it. You have to put it away and you be careful. And you can't just place it anywhere, touch on the floor. Because we gotta keep it good. Yeah, you gotta keep it sacred. Did you go in the hospital? Yeah, so good. Siya may gats.
Migwat.